All right, thank you so much for all for joining me in this specific lecture. And this session is going to be as important as the others are. So, as you know, that we have already gone through from the different concepts regarding human resources management. We have completed our topic regarding recruitment, and after that selection, I have taught you a number of things regarding all the things like training and development and these kind of things. Okay, I have taught you regarding interviews, different types of interviews, and we did this in a very complete manner, and I hope you would have gone through from these video lectures many times. So in this specific lecture we are going to talk about some different concepts regarding human resources management. Now the level of HRM is going to be somewhat advanced. Okay, today I shall be talking about in this specific lecture regarding job design, and after that whatever the approaches or theories of job design are there, and finally we shall be talking about what are the different techniques for the job design. Okay, job design is a very important aspect because I am teaching you in a way that in a specific lecture I just deliver you the information regarding specific topics only. Okay, we shall be trying to get the answer of three questions in this specific video lecture. First, what is the meaning of job design? Secondly, we shall be talking about what are the different theories, approaches, and schools of thoughts regarding the job design. And finally, we shall be talking about what are the different techniques of job design. So I hope you would have got the clear idea. Now I'm just going to share the screen so that you can see what we have prepared for you. And I hope you would be listening it very carefully, because this is from now onwards it's going to be somewhat advanced. Okay, so on this specific day I'm going to tell you that I think there will be at least 7 lectures. Okay, so you are not supposed to miss any lecture. So just going to share the screen so that everything is visible to you. Okay, so this is all about job design. So I hope you would have understood what the previous lecture was relating to paper 1 and this specific paper as well. So I have just shared my screen, and in this specific lecture we are going to cover the topics regarding job design. Okay, so the first question which we are going to answer in this specific video lecture is going to be, what is job design? What is job design? The second one is going to be, what are different theoretical bases and what are different approaches of job design, which tells you how the jobs should be designed so that these are effective for the organization. And finally, I shall tell you about what are the different contemporary and burning techniques of job design. So these three questions we are going to answer right now in this specific lecture. So just telling you about the job design right now, this is just creating or designing new jobs in the organization in a way that these satisfy the needs of each and everyone relating to that specific job and the organization. So this is called job design. Okay, so when an organization is newly found, maybe there are number of jobs to be performed. So they can be 10 jobs, there can be 20, there can be 50 or more than 50 jobs as well. And when you are creating new kind of jobs, you have to decide about their structure, you have to decide about their content, you have to decide about the duties performed to that. This all process is known as job designing. Okay, so I hope I was able to taught you the concept behind job design. So now I'm just going to share you what's the meaning of that. Job design simply means designing the contents, designing the methods and relationship of jobs in order to satisfy technological, organizational, personal requirement of everyone attached with their specific job and the organization. So this is complete about the job design, which tells you that you have to design the job in a way so all the parties related to that are completely satisfied and comfortable in performing that specific job. So this is about job design. So I hope to the first question I have answered you in a very clear manner. So in this I have taught you that you have to design your job in a very systematic way. Okay. So now there are some theories which tells you how the job, how the newly formed incorporation or the organization, the jobs should be designed. It simply tells you how the jobs should be designed in the organization. Now I'm going to show you those theories and I shall answer one by one how the jobs should be designed on the basis of different philosophies, theories or approaches. So the first theory is just human approach theory. It tells you that job should be designed taking into consideration the people and employee who shall actually perform that job. Okay. So again, I am telling you, you have to design new jobs in a way that you have to take into consideration the requirement of a people or employees who shall actually working on that job, and you are not supposed to be bothered about the organizational processes. So this theory or approach tells you that human approach of job design laid emphasis on designing of a job around the people or employees and not around the organizational processes. It's simple theory which is saying you that you have to design the job in a way so that the human aspect or the employee aspects is taken into consideration as a whole, and you do not bother about the organizational processes much and more. So this was the first approach which I feel that you have understood by now. The second one is engineering approach. Number of times we have already gone through from this specific content. Okay, that was by F.W. Taylor. We have gone through the scientific approach theory in the first lecture of management. This was given by F.W. Frederick Winslow Taylor. He emphasized the scientific theory of management. He told that jobs should be designed in a way that a job A or any job in the organization should be further divided into sub parts, and only those employees who have specialization in those specific sub parts, they should be assigned the specific job. Okay, if M is having the specialization of performing sub job A for the full job A, then he should be assigned that job. In the same way, the other persons should be assigned. So each worker or each task should be divided on a daily basis. Okay, and it should be very much scientific. So this is known as the engineering approach for designing the new jobs in the organization so that the better quality and specialization can be reached upon. So that was the second approach of the organizational job designing. The third one is a job characteristic theory. Job characteristics theory that was given by Hackman and Oldham, and he told that there are number of job characteristics which are to be taken into consideration for performing or for designing the new jobs. Okay, they told you that for designing of the new jobs, there are 5 core job characteristics which you have to take into consideration. Only then you can design the effective structure of the job. So this is all about that. So now I'm going to tell you all about the 5 core characteristics which are necessary to design a job. So the first core characteristics is a skill variety. For designing the job, you must take into consideration the skill required to perform that specific job. Okay. This refers to the range of skill and activities necessary to complete the job. First of all, skill should be taken into consideration while designing a new job. So this was the first characteristics as per the job characteristics theory. The second one, you should be able to the task identity should be there in the job. Okay. So you should be able to identify to identify the different tasks to be performed in a specific job. This is job A. This can be further divided into different tasks like task A, then task B, then task C, task D. It's simply that for working on a complete job, you should be able to identify different tasks involved in that specific job. So this is the second characteristics of designing an efficient job. The third one is a task significance. You must be able to signify each and every task being performed in the job. All the tasks which are irrelevant or which are unproductive should not be included in the complete structure of job design. Only those tasks which are significant to perform a job, these should be included in job designing. The fourth one is autonomy. This is just a delivering of authority and a discretion to perform a specific job. It tells you that how much authority is to be given to the employee for performing his specific job. This describes the amount of individual choice and discretion involved in job. So it should be there. If autonomy is not there, if you are not setting your worker free, then he shall not be able to give you the maximum return on the basis of his skills. So autonomy must be there, and this is the fourth point. The last is feedback. Feedback is just what the employees, peers, and colleagues, and manager, and other higher level authorities tell to the employee. Okay, there is an employee named A. Okay, there can be some other personals working B, C, D, or anyone. Okay, while performing his job, they can give him the feedback. Okay, and that on the basis of that feedback, if this is positive or negative, the jobs should be designed. Okay, so taking into consideration feedback as well, the job should be designed. If this is positive, then you can give the more freeness and autonomy to the employee. If these are negative, then you can change that employee just, and you can design the job in a way so that it becomes easy for the employee to perform this. So this dimension measures the amount of information an employee receives about his or her performance, and this impacts upon his work. So this was the first characteristics of a job. So I hope that was easy for you. In this complete approaches of design, I have taught you right now regarding human approach. Second, we did about engineering approach, and finally I taught you regarding job characteristics theory, which was given by Heckman and Oldham. I told you about the 5 core characteristics which are necessary to perform this specific job. Okay, so these 5 characteristics involved the skill variety, and after that a task identity, after that task significance, then autonomy, then feedback is there. Now the most important topic which we have to understand is about techniques of job design. What are the different techniques of job design? There are 3 major techniques how the jobs can be designed on the basis of the present employees working in the organization. The first one is job rotation. Okay, job rotation, it simply means rotating the job of a person. Okay, on Monday he is given a specific job, on Tuesday his job is rotated to other level, then on Wednesday his job is rotated to other level. Okay, this is just working on a rotation in the organization. When the jobs are rotated, this is called a job rotation. In this way, jobs can be designed so that the employees do not feel any kind of boredom, and they can just enjoy the work they are performing. So job rotation is also process by which employees literally mobilize and serve their tasks in organizational levels. So job rotation is a way by which so job design should be in a way so that the jobs can be rotated and employees enjoy working in the organization. Then job enlargement, this is simply the horizontal job loading. Okay, what is the meaning of that? So suppose this is a department 1, and department 1 has a manager, and to, for some reasons, the department second manager is leaving the job. Okay, so department one manager can be assigned some additional duties of department second management as well. This is known as horizontal job loading, and this is the process of job enlargement. So Frederick Hertzberg has given this theory, and he has told that this is addition of interrelated task in the existing job, which means the horizontal job loading. I have already given you a very beautiful example. You would be able to understand this completely right now. Then the last one is job enrichment. Okay, so what's the job enrichment? Again, this was given by Frederick Hertzberg. So this is a worker. Okay, so sometimes suppose his manager is on leave and he has to work as the foreman, foreman in the factory. And suppose when the foreman is absent or due to some reason he is on leave, worker can perform his duty. Suppose manager is on leave, then the foreman can work as the manager for some days. So this is called vertical job loading, when you are assigned the duties of a higher level to your level. Okay, because it is also included in tasks formerly performed by someone at higher level, where planning and control are involved. So when you are given some additional duties which are of upper or higher level, these kind of job loading is known as job enrichment, and this is vertical job loading. So I have taught you right now regarding what are the different techniques of job design. The first was job rotation. When the job is rotated, employees work on the rotation basis on different jobs. Then job enlargement is there, which is horizontal job loading. And finally, the job enrichment is there, which is vertical job loading. So I hope in this lecture we covered the three major topics. These are job design, approaches for job design, then techniques of job design. And I hope you would have understood this completely. And it was not difficult. So if you are regular, then these would be very easy for you to understand. The next lecture shall be taken from after 10 minutes from now onwards, and this is going to be very important again. So you are all supposed to attend that lecture as well, because in today specifically, I think we have to take 6 or 7 lectures right now. So we shall meet after 10 minutes from now onwards. Thank you so much for joining me in this specific session.